demanding game. We jump high and we stop fast, and we warm up every session. My teammates want me by their side, not on the sideline. It's my responsibility. I choose to prepare my body. Correct technique is critical. We're going to show you how. ACC NetballSmart warm-up. Let's go. The bench static. This exercise strengthens your core muscles, which is important for body stability in all movements you do when training and playing netball. Here's how we do it.
Start by lying on your front, supporting yourself on your forearms and feet. Now lift your upper body, pelvis and legs until your body is in a straight line from head to foot. Draw your shoulder blades in towards your spine so that they lie flat against your back. Your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Pull in your stomach and gluteal muscles and hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds and do 3 sets. Do not tilt your head backwards, sway or arch your back or raise your buttocks.
Sideways bench static. This exercise strengthens your lateral core muscles, which is important to stabilize your body in all movements, especially your hips and knees. Here's how we do it.
Start with the sideways bench static. Start by lying on your side with the knee of your lower leg bent to 90 degrees and supporting yourself with your forearm. Now lift your pelvis and upper leg until they form a straight line with your shoulder and hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds. The elbow of your supporting arm is directly under your shoulder. Place a sweatshirt under your elbow or place weight through your hand as seen in the second model. Return to the starting position, take a short break and repeat the exercise on the other side and do 3 sets.
Hamstrings beginner. This exercise strengthens your rear thigh muscles. These are vital for stabilizing your knee, and here's how to do it.
Start by kneeling on a soft surface with your knees hip-width apart and crossing your arms across your chest. Your partner kneels behind you and with both hands grips your lower legs just above the ankles while pushing them with their weight to the ground. During this exercise, your body should be completely straight from the head to the knees. Slowly lean forwards, trying to hold the position with your hamstrings. Your head, upper body, hips and thighs should be in a straight line. When you can no longer hold it, gently take your weight on your hands, falling into a press-up position. Do the exercise slowly at first, but once you feel more comfortable, speed it up. Do not tilt your head backwards or bend at your hips. Do 1 set of 3 to 5 reps.
Hamstrings beginner alternative. This exercise is an alternative to the previous exercise. Do this when you do not have a soft surface to kneel on. Here's how we do it.
Start in the standing position with your feet shoulder width apart. Bend your knees slightly and lean forward at your hips, trying to hold the position with your hamstrings. Do the exercise slowly at first, but once you feel more comfortable, speed it up. Keep your head up and back completely straight. Return to the upright position. Do 1 set of 3 to 5 reps.
Single leg stance. Hold the ball. This exercise improves leg muscle coordination and balance. Here's how we do it.
Start by standing on one leg and holding the ball in front of you in both hands. Bend your knee and hip a little so your upper body leans slightly forwards. When viewed from the front, your hip, knee and foot of your supporting leg are in a straight line. Now, hold your non-supporting raised leg slightly behind your supporting leg. Always keep the hip and knee of your supporting leg slightly bent. Keep your balance and hold your body weight on the ball of your foot for 30 seconds. Then, change legs and repeat. This exercise can be made more difficult by lifting your heel slightly off the ground or passing the ball around your waist and or under your other knee. Keep your weight on the ball of your foot and your upper body stable and facing forwards. Do not let your knee buckle inwards or let your pelvis tilt to the side. Do 2 sets of 30 seconds on each leg.
Running, straight ahead. We run every day and it comes naturally, but these tips will help your rhythm and technique. Here's how we do it.
For this exercise, jog to the last cone and back, keeping your upper body straight. Your hips, knees and feet should be aligned. Don't let your knees buckle inwards and put a bit more effort in on the way back. Repeat twice and then you're ready for the next exercise.
Running, hip out. This exercise helps stretch your thighs, activates the hip muscles and increase mobility. Here's how we do it.
Jog to the first cone, then stop, lift your knee forwards, rotate your knee to the side and put your foot down. Make sure you keep your body upright, pelvis horizontal and engage your core. We need a solid and strong core in netball. Your hip, knee and foot of the supporting leg should also be aligned. Don't let the knee of your supporting leg buckle inwards. Alternate legs at each cone and jog back to the beginning after the last cone. When you get to the last cone, turn and repeat the exercise on the way back to the start.
Butt kicks and skipping. These exercises stimulate muscle coordination of the lower limb muscles. Here's how we do it.
Running to the first cone, kick your feet up to your butt. Keep the body upright and knees in line with the hips. Don't let the knee of your supporting leg buckle inwards. Skip to the second cone, keeping your body upright and core strong. Repeat this sequence to the last cone and back. Your hip, knee and foot of the supporting leg should be aligned.
Running, circling partner. This is a great exercise that focuses on change of direction, communication, and works hip muscles while warming up your legs. Here's how we do it.
Run forwards as a pair to the first set of cones. Shuffle sideways at a 90-degree angle towards your partner. Shuffle an entire circle around one another, but don't change the direction that you're looking. Then back to the first cone. Concentrate on bending your hips and knees slightly and carry your body weight on the balls of your feet. Don't let your knees buckle inwards. Jog to the next cone and repeat the exercise. And when you've finished the course, jog back and do it one more time.
Running, shoulder contact. This exercise is a great way to dynamically warm up your legs and prepares us for jumping and landing. Our legs need to get warm to drive us along. Here's how we do it.
Jog to the first cone. In the middle, jump sideways towards each other to make shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Land on both feet with your hips and knees bent and don't let your knees buckle inwards. Shuffle back to the first cone, then jog to the next cone and repeat the exercise. When you have finished the course, jog back and do it a second time, and then move on to the next exercise.
Running, quick forwards and backward sprints. This exercise helps acceleration and deceleration when sprinting. A lot of injuries happen with the explosiveness of starting and stopping, so this is a great exercise. Here's how we do it.
As a pair, run quickly to the second cone, then run backwards to the first cone. Repeat this, running 2 cones forward and 1 cone in reverse. Keep your hips and knees slightly bent. Make sure you keep your upper body straight. Your hips, knees and feet should be aligned and don't let your knees buckle inwards. When you have finished the course, jog back and do it a second time. Then move to the next warm-up exercise.
Squats. This exercise strengthens your quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and improves your control during jumping, landing, and stopping. Here's how we do it.
Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart and your hands out in front. Now slowly bend your hips, knees, and ankles until your knees are flexed to 90 degrees. Ensure your knees are in line with your feet. Lean your upper body forward slightly. Then straighten your upper body, hips and knees and slowly lower yourself down again. Then straighten up slightly more quickly. When viewed from the front, the hip, knee and foot of both legs should be in 2 straight, parallel lines. Keep your back straight and head up, and don't let your knees buckle inwards. Do 10 repetitions.
Walking lunges. This exercise strengthens your hamstrings and glutes and improves your control on one leg and prepares the body for stopping. Here's how we do it.
Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart and your hands on your hips. Start by lunging forward slowly at an even pace. As you lunge, bend your hips and knees until your leading knee is flexed to 90 degrees. Your bent knee should not extend beyond the toes. Keep your pelvis horizontal and your upper body upright. Do not let your leading knee buckle inwards or twist your pelvis to the side. Do 2 sets of 5 lunges on each side.
Jumping. Vertical jumps. This exercise improves your jumping power and movement control on landing. Here's how we do it.
Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart and your hands by your side. Now slowly bend your hips, knees and ankles until your knees are flexed to 90 degrees. Lean your upper body forward slightly. Now hold this position for 1 second, then jump and land. Land with your hands in the catching position. While you jump, straighten your whole body. Land softly on the balls of your feet and slowly bend your hips, knees and ankles as far as possible. A cushion landing and a powerful takeoff are more important than how high you jump. When viewed from the front, the hip, knee and foot of both legs should be in 2 straight, parallel lines. Do not let your knees buckle inwards and do not land with extended knees or on your heels. Do 5 jumps.
Jumping, turning and landing. Vertical jump with a 90-degree turn. This exercise improves your jumping power and movement control on landing. Turning in the air and landing is common in netball. Here's how we do it.
Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart and your hands by your side. Now slowly bend your hips, knees and ankles until your knees are flexed to 90 degrees. Lean your upper body forward slightly. Hold this position for 1 second, then jump and turn 90 degrees in the air and land. Land with your hands in the catching position. Turn in the air, engage your core for control and land softly on the balls of your feet and slowly bend your hips, knees and ankles as far as possible. Make sure your knees do not buckle inwards on jumping or landing. When viewed from the front, the hip, knee and foot of both legs should be in 2 parallel lines. A soft cushion landing and a powerful takeoff are more important than how high you jump. Do not land with extended knees or on your heels. Do 5 jumps in each direction.
Running and stopping. This exercise is a quick cardio warm-up to prepare you for running and stopping to catch a ball. Do either double foot or 1-2 foot landings to stop. Here's how we do it.
Run to the first cone at 75 to 80% and perform a 1-2 foot, 2 foot landing softly on the balls of your feet. Make sure you stop properly and have control. Remember, you have 3 seconds with the ball. Run to each cone and stop. When you reach the last cone, turn and repeat on the way back to the start. Make sure you keep your upper body straight. Your hips, knees and feet should be aligned. And do not let your knee buckle in when stopping. Bend the hips, knees and ankles at the same time and lean your upper body forward slightly with arms in the catching position. A soft cushion landing and a powerful takeoff are more important than how high you jump. Do not land with extended knees or on your heels.
Running, plant and cut. This exercise can be used to prepare your body for the propping and changing direction that occurs in netball. Here's how we do it.
Jog 4 to 5 steps straight ahead, then plant on the right leg and cut to change direction and accelerate again. Do not let your knees buckle inwards as you plant and cut. Place the right leg under your centre of gravity, not out to the side. Sprint for 5 to 7 steps at 80 to 90% of maximum pace. Then decelerate and plant on the left foot and cut to change direction. Your hips, knees and feet should be aligned and don't let your body sway to the side of your planting leg. Repeat the exercise until you reach the last cone. Turn and repeat on the way back.
and stick. This exercise prepares your lower limbs for multiple single leg movements. It is important to be able to stick and hold 1 foot landings with control and for 3 seconds. Here's how we do it.
Standing on your left leg, prop forward and to the right, and land on the right leg. Bend in the hip and knee and land softly. Keep the body upright and do not let the knee buckle inwards. Ensure you land softly and in complete control. Immediately prop to the left and land on the left, and hold this landing with control for 3 seconds. Bend in the hip and knee on landing. Keep the body upright and arms in the catching position. When viewed from the front, your hip, knee and foot should be in a straight line when stopping. A soft, cushioned landing and a powerful takeoff are more important than how far you prop. Continue to the last cone and jog back.